to show how to create a groups in a particular course. So group is required when you wish to conduct the lab for a certain number of students and or you wish to have the tutorial for certain number of students. For example, I'm having a class of 60 students and I'm having two lab groups, each of 30 students. So in that case, we need to create a group inside a class so that if the one group is having some kind of assignment, then another group should not have, or the assignments can be assigned separately to the both groups. So to create the groups, first of all, uh, activate the edit mode. If it is not activated, then go to the participants first. Now, in case of participants, in the last video, I have already told you that how to add the bulk participants by using a user bulk enrollment. So first of all, you need to add all the students of your class using the bulk enrollment. Now, once you have added all the students in your class, then from the enrollment users menu, you will go to groups. So right now groups are created. I'm deleting it and then I will create in front of you. So I have deleted both the groups. Now I wish to create a group. So in the manage part, I have an option create group. So click on this. Now my class section is A, and in section A, I wish to create a two lab group. So I am writing group name as AP1 lab, and ID I have given AP1. Create a group. In the similar way, I will create another lab group also. So it will be AP2 lab. Now, two groups are created in section A. Now, I will add students in each of the groups. So I have selected AP1 lab. I will click on add or remove users. I will have the list of students, and whatever student you wish to add inside the lab group, you click on the user and click on add. Now the user is added. Achha, one more thing, you have to add the users one by one over here. Now by chance, if you click on the user which is already there, it will give you the duplicate user message, right? So I have added this student in the group P1. Now back to the groups. I will select group number 2, add user, and suppose I have added this user. To show how to assign the assignments, I am adding myself also in P2 group. Okay. Now back to the groups and then come to the course. So what we have done, we have created a groups and we have added the students inside the group. Now I will make the assignment and I will assign the assignment to a particular group. Suppose I wish to create a non-graded lab or a graded lab. So I am conducting a graded lab for group number P1. So my lab is graded lab 1. Settings you can perform or you can see with the assignment video. Now, in the restrict access, you have to go to the restrict access. Other settings I'm not going to tell you again. So in the restrict access, you have to add the restriction. There is an option group, select the group and choose the lab group to which you wish to give the access for a graded lab, and save and return to the course. Okay. Now you can see that restriction is added over here and it is showing that not available unless you belong to the P1 lab group. One more thing we can do, P2 should not see this lab event. So you just click on this I button. This I button will be removed. So this lab assignment will be shown only to the P1 group. The P2 group will not be able to see it even. So save and return to the course. Now you know that I have added myself in the P2 group. So I'm changing my role. I'm changing it to student. Now you can see that the assignment is not shown to me. So I'm changing my role again and I am editing the group. I'm editing the assignment and make it available for P2 group instead of P1. So edit setting. In the restriction, I am adding group P2 instead of P1. So I have made it for P2 group, right? Save and return to the course. Now I am changing my role, student. Now you can see that the assignment is visible to me, right? Now there is a possible case where P1 and P2 both needs to be assigned graded lab or some kind of assignments at the same time. In that case, we will use a grouping option instead of group. So for a grouping, for creation of grouping, there are number of steps we need to follow. So first of all, you will enroll the user by using the bulk user option. Then you will create the group as we have already created. Now after that, you will use grouping option. Now in grouping option, you have to create a group. First of all, I am deleting all the grouping. Okay. Now you need to create the grouping. So I am creating a grouping for section A. P1 and P2 both, which means both groups will be added to a single group, right? And say I am giving it A. Now save changes. Now in the grouping, you need to add the groups. So click on people, add the groups that you wish to have in the grouping, which means both labs will have a same grouping, right? This option is good if you have more than 2 groups or 3 groups in a particular section and 2 group or 3 groups together are needs to be assigned a particular assignment and the rest of the group need not to have that assignment. In that case, you will use a grouping option. Fine. So my grouping is created. Now I'll go to the course again. I'll go to the assignment. Now edit the assignment setting because I wish to have grouping option instead of group. So I'll delete this restriction. Again, I'll add the restriction. Instead of group, I will select grouping. And the group I will select, the grouping I will select as section A, P1 and P2. Now what will happen in this case, both P1 and P2 will have the assignment on the same time, right? So suppose I am having 3 groups in my section P1, P2 and P3. P1 and P2 will have the assignment at the same time and P3 will not have the assignment at the same time when P1 and P2 are having. So in this way, you can create groups and you can have the grouping also. Thank you.